everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a request video, which was from Kayla Johansson. I will pop up her question right here, as well as her handle, but she asked if I could share a little bit about my self-publishing journey and how it's going, and also some behind the scenes of like how I'm planning everything, where I'm at, kind of just basically how I'm organizing everything and getting ready for What Lies Above's publication later this year. And so I decided that I would do this request video today. I actually asked you guys if you had any requests for videos in that next upcoming weeks, and I got several requests, and I'm still taking requests. So if you have any, leave them down below in the comments, or you can always send me a message over on Instagram or Twitter, and all of my social media is down below in the description box. You can go find me over there, or just leave me a comment, and I normally try to do videos that have been requested, or especially if there's a lot of requests for the same kind of video, then I'll normally try to work those into my schedule and do those. But today I'm going to be walking you guys through a little bit of how I've planned and organized my release and launch planner, and I'll show it to you in a minute, and basically just how I'm getting everything ready for publication and how I'm breaking it down in the next few months up until the release, which is in August tentatively, which if you've been watching my videos, you know that that is a tentative date because of coronavirus and everything. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen in the next few months, but as of right now, the release for What Lies Above is August 29th. So yeah, I'm basically going to be walking you guys through what I've done to prepare and how I've planned out the next few months so that I'll be ready for its launch. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take you guys over here to my laptop, and I'm going to just like record the screen, and I'm going to show you the launch planner that I made. I just made it in Microsoft Word, and I basically broke it down, like broke the next few months down up until the release as to what I need to get done, and I decided when I would do them so that I would stay organized and on top of things. And in order to do that, I had to do a lot of research to figure out how long some of these things would take. But before we get to that, I kind of just want to give you a little bit of an update on where I am now, and you'll see that in the launch planner as well. But I just want to start off with where I am now with self-publishing. So right now I'm actually in the beta stage. This is my last round of betas for What Lies Above. This will be it, and then I'll do all final edits in order to prepare it for like the final manuscript for publication. So it's actually in the second week of beta reading right now. I broke the novel up into 4 sections, which the book total is about 420 pages. So I broke it down into about 100-page chunks, or roughly 10 chapters. And so each week for 4 weeks, I send out those chapters and pages to my beta readers. So right now they are in the second week, and they are currently reading the second part of the novel, which is roughly pages like 115 to 220. And so that is where I am right now with the manuscript. It's off to my betas, and then I'm doing some edits with the first part, which I just got back a few days ago. But for the most part, because I have polished this book and revised it and sent it out to betas and my critique partners before, there's not a ton of work that needs to be done, but I am doing like these final tweaks and final changes for the first part of the book to get it ready. So once I do that, that part of the book will be done, and I'm not going to touch it anymore because I'm the kind of person that will edit, and never be satisfied. So I'm learning how to get the book to the best it can possibly be and then be content with it. And that's really hard, but it's definitely something I'm learning to do. So that's where I am with that. Obviously, if there's like grammatical mistakes that I catch during proofreading when I get proof copies, then I'll fix those. But I'm not going to be making any huge changes to like character arcs or plot or anything like that after this final stage of beta edits. As to everything else, my cover release is tomorrow, which by the time that you guys see this video, I'm not really sure when it's going to go up because I'm actually recording a bunch of videos for the next few weeks since I want to have a lot of content for you guys. But as of the day that I'm recording this, my cover release is tomorrow, which is March 31st. Today's March 30th. And so that's where I am with that. The video is already ready to go up on my channel. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that because it will have already been up by the time you see this one. But that's where I am with the cover reveal. It's already done, ready to go. It's being revealed tomorrow. I already have the blurb done. And then I'm also going to show you guys a bunch of other stuff in my launch planner that I have coming up. But that's pretty much where I am right now with the book. And then I'm also going to be starting to write the second book in the What Lies Above trilogy. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to be starting that, but that will be coming very, very soon. And so I will be back into drafting, which is kind of crazy because I haven't drafted a book in about a year because the last book that I drafted, I wrote about a year ago. So this will be very fun to finally jump back in and actually be drafting a book and working with like new content. So I'm really, really excited about that. All right, without any further ado, let's jump over here to my laptop and take a look at my launch planner. pulled up in Word. I just used Word to make it. If you want to use an actual physical planner, you could of course use that as well and write everything out in the planner if that helps you to visualize it better and break it down. For me, I wanted it to be electronic, and then I figured that I could just use Word and break it down by month. So I made this in February, so it starts in March, and I'm just going to kind of go through and show you guys a month breakdown from now until August 29th, which as you can see is my release day. And then there's also post-release, which I'm not really going to talk about as much because that's just ideas for things to do after the book officially releases. Although with coronavirus, things are definitely shifting, so I might not be able to do appearances or anything like in person after launch. But again, that just varies based on what happens. Obviously, we don't know what's going to be happening in September, but I just went ahead and made a plan anyways. So I'm going to go through, like I said, month by month and kind of show you how I personally have broken everything down and to show you what's kind of involved in getting ready for a release. Now, this is my debut, so I'm definitely still learning. So I'm by no means perfect, and there's probably a better way to do this, but this is just what's been helpful for me, and I think it will be cool to give you guys a behind the scenes look as to what I'm preparing for and things that I have to do for What Lies Above. So let's start with pre-launch. Obviously, let's start with March. We are in April now, but like I said, I made this in February. So I started with March, and so I'm going to go through and show you all the things that I did in March, as like according to my pre-launch planner. So some of the things, as you can see here, are blacked out because that's some of my beta readers' information and contact information, and that's obviously personal. So I blacked that out so that you guys couldn't see it. But everything else, I'm going to show you very open and honestly a behind the scenes look as to every single thing that I pretty much am planning to do over the next 5-ish months, a little less than 5 months now until What Lies Above release. So first off, what I had to do in March was I had to finish all of the edits for the What Lies Above manuscript in order to get ready to send it out to betas, which I did and is done, but that was a big portion that I had to do. And then I needed to do a lot of research, as you can see, into the publishing process because there's a lot that's involved in that. And I'll be doing lots of videos in the future upcoming of breaking down lots of different things that are involved in self-publishing, but that is definitely a huge feat, is to do all of the important research and make sure that I'm knowledgeable about everything and ready to do it the right way. Because again, this is my debut. I've never done this before, but I want it to be done right and be done professionally, and that requires a lot of research. So that has been a huge part of planning. On the 12th, I had my call for beta applications, which you guys might have seen. So I put it out across all of my social media. And then on the 14th, the applications for betas closed. And on the 15th, I notified them. I'm not necessarily going to go line by line by line on every single thing. If you want, you can pause the video and look a little bit more in depth at this screen share of the things in the document that I'm showing you, but I'm going to point out some of the main things that I want to highlight. So betas was a huge thing in March, finding them and choosing them and notifying them, and then I sent out the first part of the pages, which, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I've broken it into about sections that are about 100 pages long. So I sent out the first 100 pages. And then I also sent the manuscript to my critique partners and to some of my author friends as well who were willing to read and give me some feedback. So that was really awesome. Then I had my release date reveal, and I was supposed to launch my website, but that's on hold for now. And then I had my cover reveal on the 31st, which was my favorite reveal, and the amount of response and just amazing feedback I had from all of you was incredible. So thank you so, so much. That was just such a special day. And then this actually I should change because I have not done that yet. But I'm going to be adding the book to Goodreads. And so that's going to be something that I'll actually be doing in April. So I'm going to go ahead and add it down here. So yeah, there we go. Add book to Goodreads. I need to do that, and I need to transfer my Goodreads account from a reader to an author, which will be so awesome. But that does take like 5 business days, I think. So I'll need to get on that and get that started so that you guys can add it to your Goodreads shelf and all of that fun stuff. So here's April. Again, not going to go through everything, but on the 10th I have, on the 10th, I have my book trailer release, which I know a lot of you are super excited about. And by the time this video goes up, that might have already actually come out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I need to order new business cards. Here's a bunch of other things I need to do. Formatting is a big thing that I'm going to need to start because in April, this will be the time that I'm receiving final feedback from my betas on the last 100 pages. So then at that point, I'll have all of their feedback. And then I'm going to make my final edits and then do the interior formatting, which I'm going to be doing myself. So yeah, I need to start on that. And then this part right here, I haven't yet released my video with all of the questions about the cover design and everything, but I have the front and back covers already finished, but because the book manuscript determines the size of the spine, and because the book manuscript is not yet finished, the spine still needs to be completed because of the dimensions and everything, so that's going to be something for April. Then I need to do copyright and purchasing copyright and ISBN numbers. I'm going to have an ISBN for each edition of the book, which is ebook, paperback, and hardcover. So I'll have to get 3 of them and then also register my book for copyright, which is very fancy and official. Then I need to write the acknowledgments and then, like I said, add the book to Goodreads, which hopefully I'll be doing very, very soon. If not today, then in the next few days. So going down, here's the rest. I have May is also a big month, and if you notice, like things start off in the first few months, March, April, and May, with a lot of things to do, a lot of upfront work, and then as you get closer and closer to the release, there's less to do, and that's because a lot of the designing and formatting and planning is already completed, but then we get into a lot of the promotional stuff, which is why you'll notice there's a ton of giveaways, pre-order campaign, character art, sign posters, just a ton of stuff leading up to the release day that kind of like hypes the book up, getting the word out, and just doing a lot of more marketing stuff. Whereas a lot of the logistical things are up here in the earlier months. So yeah, in May though, I need to start getting book proofs and thinking about swag and a street team, again, marketing related things, and then sending out ARCs. I'm so excited. Right now I'm thinking about sending out 8, but that might go up or down. It depends on how many people are interested in reading, which is why I have this call for requests. So that will vary, but I was trying to budget and I figured about 8 to 10 might be a good amount for ARCs. And then I was going to be reaching out to a local bookstore about my launch party, which I don't know why this says that because that's the wrong date. I was going to have a launch party the day before my release, which was, my release is on Saturday, August 29th, so I wanted to have a launch party Friday night, August 28th. But again, with the virus, not sure if that's going to be possible or not. August is several months from now, but obviously don't know what's going to happen, so we might still be social distancing at that point, so we'll see, but I'm going to keep that on there for now. And then, yeah, like I said, mostly giveaways, ARCs, marketing, lots of stuff leading up to the day. And that's basically the breakdown of what I have to do between now and August in order to get ready for everything. So that's kind of how I'm personally planning and breaking down and getting everything together for self-publishing. And I know this is like a very surface level overview of everything. And this question I could go way in depth about this and break down every single preparation, which I will be doing in future videos. So this is kind of the overview of everything, and then stay tuned for future videos where I'm going to be breaking down individual things as I prepare for the release of my debut novel. Okay, so yeah, that was my launch planner, and that's pretty much how I'm organizing everything to get ready for publication. And again, a lot of it is just research. Like I'm having to research a lot because in self-publishing, you do a lot yourself. And even like some things that you normally hire people to do, I'm also doing myself, which I'll probably talk about that in future video. I'm not really going to go into it now, but quite a few things that people normally hire other people to do, I'm actually doing myself, formatting and different things like that. So that takes a lot of research and making sure that I'm doing it the correct way. However, I do think that with certain things you can do it yourself if you do the correct research and you put in like the effort and the time to actually do it the right way. I think you can do some things yourself. But I'll probably again talk about all of that in a future video. That's a plan for me to talk about how to do some things yourself as a self-published author. I'm not exactly sure if that answered Kayla's question or not, but I did just want to show you my launch planner and how I'm organizing stuff and kind of give you an update on where I am now and how I've been preparing for the next few months with self-publishing, and yeah, how I've been preparing, because it was like a 180 turn from what I was doing before. I was pursuing traditional publication before, as many of you know, and so in traditional publishing, you do still do a lot of work as an author, but a lot of things are done for you, whether it's like marketing or a lot of the designing covers and different things, graphic design, and a lot of the communication between publishers, agents, editors, all of that. A lot of that is already done for you or chosen for you. So with self-publishing, you do a lot yourself, which is one thing I love about it, but it also is tricky because you have to put a ton of effort into making sure that you have all of these steps ready so that you can actually meet your release date and have the book out in the world and have the best book you possibly can in the hands of your readers. So yeah, that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and make sure you check out my social media links in the description box. And I would love to get to know you guys over on Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, wherever that you want to find me. All of those links are down below. Thank you so much for your request, Kayla. I hope that I answered your question, but if I didn't, leave me a comment. Let me know. You guys, all the rest of you, also leave me a comment. If you have any requests for future videos, I'm still taking requests, so let me know down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!